listen to the sound of the crickets on my back porch. I like catching fish on a cane pole just about sundown time. My kind of action is country relaxing.
As you can see, I'm on site where we're going to be putting in a brand new CT's RAX lick, and I wanted to share with you about what I'm getting ready to do and why I'm getting ready to do it where I'm at. As you can see on the ground, this site is a site that the deer have already been pawing at, and the reason that they've been doing that is a couple of things. One is that this is in an area that is a pinch point on the farm between what you can see was a soybean field this past year into a bedding area, and the traffic was already here. This was a station that we chose to test a product out on, CT's maxed out corn pile. And simply put, what it is it's a corn pile that we put down, that we use our mix, our CT's RAX mix, to power that and to supercharge it. And very simply put, what we did was we put down 20 pounds of it, and the deer were feeding on that. When they got through feeding on it, what was left of the mineral in the mix leached down into the top of the soil at the end of the season. When we tried that out, it was post-season, and I see that they're already pawing at it, so it just seems like a good spot to go ahead and put in a lick. So I've got some tools here. I've got a 20-pound bucket of CT's RAX. I've got a set of post hole diggers, and then I've got a shovel. And so I want to show you how we're going to do this. The plan is, you don't have to do this, but this is a way that I found out has worked really good for us. Is I'm going to take that post hole digger and I'm going to go down into the ground about 6 or 8 inches, dig down like I was going to set a post. I'm going to set the soil to the side that comes out of that. I'm going to put in a layer of CT's RAX, and then I'm going to put in a layer of soil about a ½ inch to an inch deep, and I'm going to layer that until I get up to the top of that hole that I dig. And then around the top of that hole, I'm going to take that shovel and I'm going to make like a funnel cut out in the ground, and I'm going to dump that RAX in on the top of that, and we're going to mix some soil back into it. And what that's going to do is it's going to help create a depression that'll hold water, and as that water leaches into it, that RAX will begin to disperse out in the soil at a depth that will cause the deer to come in and they'll continue to dig at it. It'll kind of be time released by setting it up like that, and then we'll come back in the green up period, which for us is going to be around March. And the deer will be beginning to start to bud their antlers and to grow antlers. They'll be craving that, and we'll come in and we'll put another bucket on that every other month, all the way up until the calcification of the RAX, which in our area is usually early September. We'll leave that as it is beyond that point until up into November, about 2 weeks before our opening rifle season, which coincides with our early muzzle season. And then we'll drop down another ½ bucket on there, and we'll let that ride until after the rut goes out, and we'll come back in like we're doing now again, and we'll put in a fresh bucket of RAX. So stick around. I'm going to show you step by step how we do this, and give you a little knowledge and insight into how we're using this product. All right, as I said, we're going to start out with our post hole digger. The ground's going to be pretty hard because we're just coming out of an Arctic freeze, so the goal is to go about 6 inches deep, 6 to 8 inches deep. We'll get that hole dug, and then I'll show you how that I'm going to go back in and funnel out that hole at the top, kind of ream it out and get it ready for the mineral. right, now we've got about a 6-inch hole in the ground. I'm gonna come back in, ream that top out, get it ready for the max racks. All right, CT's Max Racks, 2-gallon bucket, 20 pounds. Got that in a premium seal lock lid. You're gonna need a knife to pop that. You can't smell it, but I guarantee you that when I open that, strong berry flavor in that, apple berry flavor. You're gonna notice that it's not a bunch of salt. It's a lot of mineral, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, trace mineral, all that good stuff. Has 3 powerful attractants in there, scent profile and taste, that the deer absolutely love. So we're gonna put it together, show you how we do that. I'm gonna dump in there roughly about 1 inch worth of product. Scatter some dirt back into the top of the hole. What this is going to do is it's going to create a time release into that soil. Again, we're going to do that. Another layer of dirt in on top. As that water leaches down into that hole, it'll begin to dissolve the product. When it does that, it will disperse into that soil. The deer will come in and they will eat that soil, dig at that soil, paw at that soil, make your lick last a little bit longer, keep their interest in there. So cover that in. Now we've got roughly 8 to 10 pounds left. We're going to spread that over the top. Come back with our shovel, sift it in. And then rake the remainder of the dirt back over the top. There you have it, folks. It's as simple as that. January the 20th, I'm gonna come back in, let it sit. Spring of the year when the green up starts, I'll come back and I'll bring you pictures and show you what has happened with this fresh mineral lick that we've started. God bless. We can help you out with any max racks or any advice, any concerns you have. Look us up on Facebook, Crossties Outdoors.
the sound of the crickets on my back porch. I like catching fish on a cane pole just about sundown time. My kind of action is country relaxing.